Hello and welcome everybody to part 20 of the Harad Let's Play, the Third Age Total War and MOS Submod. We continue a turn on from last time. Just going through the end turn phases now. And I don't know why, but my voice seems deeper this morning. Bottom. Don't know. I don't have a cold or anything. Just sort of... So yes, anyway, our target with that invasion force is the Hornburg. We see Mordor is pushing there, as is Isengard. We probably won't get there, because it looks like Isengard is really hammering home. Oh no, they're not actually. Well, they are trying, but I've just seen that Rohan has about a 3/4 full stack in the Hornburg itself. So it will take quite a bit to claim Rohan's sort of, I think, one of his final provinces. Could we one day see the Haradrim at the walls of the Hornburg? That is the question. In fact, I'm going to check my victory objectives because I'm trying to think how many readings I actually need. Because I start off with quite a few. A huge Gondorian army has abandoned their ships and landed on our coast. It would be nice to know where.
Orders.
Ah! The one place where I have no troops to stop them. Smashing. So they're going to make a push here at Vatavev. Tavia? Desertion, yes, from my invasion force. Smashing, so the ships would have been down here, so I assume there's nothing much I can do.
Orders.
Oh, I can't send that separate force. Oh, hang on, who's in here? It's my spare army, which, thinking about it now, is going to have to rush back
Orders.
to Umbar.
Course set. We must anchor until morning.
We're going to have to rush them back to Umbar because Vatev is going to fall. I won't make much of an effort to hold that. I'll actually cancel the gravel roads there because they're going to take it. But at Umbar we can make a stand where I'm making Serpent Guard and Beastmasters. We're going to need archers to try and thin their ranks, so we'll build up some Corsair archers and some more troops. And we have a general moving along here, although brigands here. Try and skirt him there. Let's make a watchtower though so we can see him from now on. He should be here in 2 turns, which should be enough time to be there long before the Gondorian army gets there. Right. We will have to stop them at Umbar and then we'll push and retake Vatevia. I'm just going to call it Vata. It's far easier to call it. It sounds like some, like, I guess, stereotypical way that people presume German people speak with an English accent is you're just trying to say water. Vata? Sorry, I don't mean that as an insult to anyone. Right. So a lot of my places here are not too happy. Really need to be recruiting some units to stabilize these regions, but it's not going too well. And my invasion force here is rapidly losing momentum.
I respect you, my enemy.
I could try and attack this army, but I don't know actually how many men they've got. Let's find out.
Your enemies shall fall.
Okay, a small rabble of men are left. Lonsarch volunteers and Blackroot Vale volunteers are the most threatening units there, but the rest of them are easily can pick off. Let's go for it. Let's try and kill the King of Rohan.
Swiftly or slowly.
He may be merciful, but we are not. After this, I'll abandon the invasion, or at least take my force back to Iraq, because I'm losing men with desertion each turn. I don't have the strength in the in my army to march on the Hornburg with any sort of, well, with any particular success. So we will fall back and regroup. We'll start on that. Raining a smidge. I'm going to put the ballista in between the trees here. Flaming shot first. Actually, we'll keep them back here a bit. And then pikemen in a block. My spearmen on the flank here. Now is the hour. My archers here and my skirmishers here. And of course my general's bodyguard cavalry here. Here we go. We're just going to aim for the Blackroot Vale and bring them down. If we can hit them and the Lon's Arch volunteers behind them, that would be smashing. And then we've got the Rohan bodyguard, the king's bodyguard behind. More bodyguard. That's their most effective force right now. Come on. Fire, ballista, fire. Right. Here we go. Can we get a shot on them? They're moving quite rapidly, but that looks like a good shot. Oh, just too a bit high. Very high there. Damn it. So they're moving up to get some high ground. Very clever AI, very clever. We're going to move the ballista forward. And move my whole army forward to suit it, to match. And I'm going to bring my general's bodyguard up here to try and tempt the enemy cavalry towards my general. Today we make our stand against Rohan. So, it's fitting to target the Blackroot Vale volunteers to remove their missile supremacy. We've got some of their arrowhead spearmen up here. If we can pummel them with the ballista, that would be jolly good. So we'll move up a bit further with the ballista if need be. Unless they feel that they can hit them from here. Which they seem to think so. Even though the tracking doesn't seem to agree with them. And we'll go into guard mode. Makes the men put down their pikes. On a pike wall. And there goes the ballista shot. Oh, nice shot. Straight on his head. Will hopefully tempt the enemy towards us. Right, we're going to fast forward. Because as much as... oh, slow down now. You know, as much as I want to show you the kind of the immersion in the battle, it's going to get boring after a while just watching them being hit by a ballista if they don't react. But they're now reacting, which is good. They're coming out towards us. They're going to fall right into my trap of allowing my cavalry to charge out if we're quick. And my archers might be able to fire on these arrowhead horse archers here. My skirmishers might well be as well. In which case, they're not going to last too long. We can use Red Wrath to just really hit these Blackroot Vale volunteers hard and fast. Because I don't want to be there too long because we're going to have to pull back now. Oh, I forgot about the ballistas. Whoops. Oh, that got one of my dudes. Hoping that's not my general. Good, good. It's not. target the Rohan bodyguard now if we can. Because they're probably going to go to the one part where I don't have spearmen. Oh, they're going towards them now. Here we go. Yeah, they've gone straight against the pike wall. And they will fall very rapidly. Now they're being held there, my Muhad tribesmen can just fire their javelins through, finishing them off. Silly Rohan. You really will fall now. Oh, but they managed to break through the centre here where I have little spearmen. I'm going to pull back the archers to here if we can, and the Muhad tribesmen, just to send them in volleys. My other spearmen are over here holding against their swordsmen, but my pikemen, if we take them off spear wall formation, we can tell them to attack the bodyguard. We've now been attacked by this Riders of the Westfold cavalry, but again, we should be able to deal with them. Get my ballistas to continue firing on the Blackroot Vale volunteers, and we should be fine. But my cavalry bodyguard versus theirs, I'm not going to hold out just on that because they are the horsemen of Middle-earth. My Serpent Guard trying to hold their own against the Lon's Arch volunteers, but they're not as strong as them. We've got the other Rohan bodyguard has flanked us quite well. My swordsman here fighting desperately to push off these swordsmen, but spear versus sword not going to end too well. Pikemen trying to get them to push up on the cavalry here. My Lon's Arch volunteers taking heavy losses. Try and break away with my general here in the centre to attack this other general, so that my pikemen can perhaps get more, can get in there a bit more. Use Red Wrath again to try and boost my men. This is going to be very close, in fact. Trying to get my pikemen to push up on this bodyguard here, hold them, pin them. Meanwhile, my bodyguard
half of our men.
is pushing on this unit here. I may have to retreat soon. I've lost a lot of men. Trying to kill at least one of their generals would help dramatically. Or if we run out of ammunition, no, we've come off the grouping here. My spearmen, have they held? Just, but they're still fighting for their lives here. My generals, I'm going to have to pull them out. Well, I can at least, and try and get them out. Just putting them through is probably going to kill too many. They're going to have to retreat. At least with my general. We shall fall back. Now my pikemen are being hit by these Lon's Arch volunteers. I'll try and keep them at bay. A bit difficult. I'm going to go for these Erling archers, which should come up here. Bring my general's bodyguard back now. We'll try a charge on the enemy general that's here still. A shock charge. probably our last. Skirmishes, they bring down any of the cavalry. That's going to hurt though. Here we go. Lances out. Trying to bring down the enemy cavalry there. And now we definitely have to retreat. The charge worked, but at a huge cost to our men. My general's out of it now. Can't risk him again. Ballistas will get them gone. We will fall. Everyone will fall back. Because, no, we cannot beat Rohan this day. I thought I might be able to deal a crippling blow to Rohan, taking out their general, but it was not to be. My small force that's left of my invasion and its reinforcements now will not come because they have to be redirected to Umbar. We can fast forward it now as my men fall back. My general's safely away.
Death and defeat have come to sup at our table.
And there we go.
Let us pray they do not.
An unfortunate end. But we will come back stronger than ever before.
We shall be back.
Camp sacked. Grim news. Damn it. So here's where the remainder of my army is.
Our enemies will suffer.
Orders. Orders.
Unfortunately, I can't take him off the invasion yet.
It will be an honor.
So his forces have gained a lot of veterancy from that. They remain strong. And now they're in a good position to actually come and attack me.
Let us settle matters on the field.
Prisoners were released though. Good, he's merciful. Nice. We can build some Corsairs here. That's about all we can do. Followers of Sauron. How happy are they? We'll keep them on low tax rate, but if I were to take, say, these 3 units, still happy. Okay, we'll bring these troops to reinforce. Correct. And same here. Got a normal dude actually. And what forces can I pinch? A lot.
How may I serve? We march. Forming up together. How may I serve?
Better leave him 1 unit, or leave him 1 unit of Haradrim spearmen behind.
As you will. How may
This
I
army
serve?
can now be sent
We march.
away.
The
But it
sunset
all lies
bathes your-
here with this force. What to build next is the question. Blacksmith would be preferable. Bring up my Mumakil.
Orders.
Go away, total diplomacy, to Pelagir.
We move. We
Be
rest
there
here
very
until
shortly, where I'm building up yet another strong force. What do we got here? Spears. Spears, plenty of spears. Hashari. Real melee troops, so we'll build some Haradrim there. Arnak. It's Gondor's final stand. Axe guards of Lossarnach. Oh, and they may take Minas Tirith. At least with some sort of force, but they're never going to win with all Mordor's full stacks. Oh, I said I'd look at what do I need to take. Hold 50 regions, and how many do I have? Regions controlled 25. And I have most of them bar Minas Tirith. I hold all the others, all the other regions, so I'll have to take Minas Tirith at some point. But bar that, I've just got to get another 25 regions, and then I win. So we'll end the turn there. And I should say that if you're looking for some different content, I know a lot of people keep commenting saying, "Will I? Could I do a Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play or something like that?" At the moment, grand strategy titles are really not my thing. I have tried playing them, but I'm not great at them. So it probably will be a while before I ever venture into that sort of genre. But I would highly recommend you have a look in the description, because there will be a link to Surreal Belief's new Crusader Kings to the Old Gods Let's Play, which he's just started. Highly recommend check him out. He's a great chap. Great channel if you haven't already checked him out. He's got some awesome Total War content on there as well. But yeah, link in the description to him there. And yes, Gondor attacks Vata. We'll see the full force of them displayed before the walls of Vata. But I won't make a stand there. There's one unit. And we'll skip that quickly. Thank you. Explorers Guild headquarters. No. I don't really have 3,000 to spend on that. Desertion. Yes, I know. Right. Let's take these troops out and see.
By your will, our enemies will suffer.
Abandon the invasion. Oh, but these are all invasion troops, are they? Damn it. Okay, well, I've abandoned the invasion.
Our enemies will suffer.
Ethring. If I could take that, apparently I'll be rewarded nicely.
My ears are yours.
We need 2 archers.
How may I serve? Orders.
Man, 2 corsairs would probably do it.
How may I serve? Orders.
Yes.
Are there other Gondor armies nearby, though? That's the question. No, it would seem not. Okay, let's see what happens if we take these troops from Tarnost.
Our enemies will suffer.
Oh, hell no. It does not like that. No, 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 no. Can I take 1 spear unit out?
Yes.
Or if I take my general out? They're actually quite cool with that. If I
Our
put the...
enemies will suffer.
No, that's not going to do it.
Orders. How may I serve? Orders. We march.
That unit won't get there till next turn.
Yes.
Okay, fine, I won't take the Hashari.
We march.
No, still a bit pissed.
Our enemies will suffer.
How may I serve?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to have to let them rebel for like a turn, just while I
Our
take
enemies will
Ethring,
suffer.
because if I can take it, then I
None
get
of them shall escape us.
a new
How
unit,
may I serve?
which will be good and boost me. I'll take the risk there. Got lots of generals up here. I really should spread them about a bit. Who did you just get married to? My family tree's going mental. Suddenly they're all having children. Really should use you a bit, but...
Orders.
The Mumakil is nearly here. It's just got to cross the river, and it's finally here. So, have we got cavalry? We have a few units of cavalry. We'll recruit 1 more of each. Actually, no, we'll just recruit 2 Southron Lancers. Umbar. One more turn on the Serpent Guard cavalry. We've got the Beastmasters there. We better have more dismounted Serpent Guard and pikemen. So let's have a look at this full army. No, we can't. Still can't see. Okay. But, as I said, we won't do anything about that. It's a lost cause.
Yes.
Bringing this gen around here, though, and this fleet to Umbar with these extra forces, and we should be fine. But that is where I'm going to end this part for now, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video, and check out my other content if you haven't done already. Link in the description to Surreal Belief's new Crusader King to the Old Gods Let's Play. Definitely go check that out. And if you do go check it out, I'll link you to the first video in the series. Comment on the video saying Lionheart sent you. It's always good to do that. because then he knows, and it's also fun to see his comments taken over by you guys. So anyway, as always, hope you enjoyed. See you soon with some Elves of Lorien. Ciao for now.